All right, let's go to Katie. She is starting this off. Faking it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Hi, Katie. Good morning. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Okay, lay it on us, woman. Let's hear what you did.
So essentially, I got the job that I have now because they messed up the applications and they thought that I had a master's degree, and I do not.
So wait, they
So I'm
switched up
currently
a
faking
resume that wasn't yours and they thought it was yours with those other credentials? And they hired you?
Essentially, yeah.
Okay, so they were under the mistaken assumption that you had a master's degree. What line of work was this?
Well, I'm still in the job, so I don't really
Don't
want to
give-
say.
No, don't tell me where you work, but what type of job
Then I
is
recognize her voice. Still.
Hospitality.
it? Hospitality.
Okay, so you were hired by mistake. They don't realize you're not the person.
Did they think it was a different person then, like another Katie?
Well, no, they have my name and everything. I think they just thought that I had this master's degree, and we talked about it, and I was like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Are they happy? Are they happy with your performance so far?
Brushed it off.
Yeah, I'm still training, but I mean, I'm figuring it out.
Do you
You're
feel
faking
like,
it right now.
But do you feel like you need a master's for this job? Like you're looking going, I don't need that.
Yeah, or you
No,
lost.
I don't.
You don't. Okay.
Or you're like, I really do need a master's. I don't know what they're talking about. Katie, how long have you had this job? You said you just started. Like, how far in are you?
December.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
You're just a couple months in.
Let
all
us
right.
know how that goes,
Oh,
girl.
if you get caught, let us know.
You're in current fake out mode right now.
I guess they could
my
fire you if they
God.
May
found
not
out.
have been a good idea to blast that on the radio.
She didn't say where she
She was
works.
fine.
She has a different
She said
name.
she told them she didn't have it.
It's
and
a fake
she didn't know
name
what she was
anyway.
talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Okay, let's go to Chastity. I think that's how you say her name, right?
Chastity.
No, there's no T there. It's
No?
Chasity.
Or is it
that's
Cassidy?
Chastity. Hi, Chastity. Welcome to the Roula and Ryan Show. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Chastity, your black correspondent.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Chastity. Oh, I love her. She's so cute. Okay, Chastity. We are talking about faking it till you make it. So
Yes.
tell us your story.
Okay, so I was fresh out of college, moved to Atlanta, and landed a job with this big cosmetic dental office and had no idea what I was doing. I had no experience in dental. I had no experience with presenting treatment plans, and this was like the biggest office there. They were seeing celebrities. Like my first patient was Evander Holyfield.
Oh
Really?
my God. So wait, how did they hire you if you had no idea what you were doing? Like, what did you tell them you were applying for, and what job did they actually give you?
I was HR. I had a degree in HR, and so I was just kind of like, yeah, I can do your HR stuff.
Oh,
but they
okay.
kind of moved me into a position that I was like, yeah, I can do that.
Were
and
you
then,
giving dental advice? Like, yeah, I think you should just get all crowns.
Yeah, I kind of had to sell the treatment. Yeah, like the cosmetic stuff. Like,
wow.
yeah. And
Oh my
so,
God,
yeah, it was
your
like
first client is
pretty.
Evander Holyfield.
Did he buy it? Did he buy the? Did
Yeah.
he buy the service?
Yeah. And so, I mean, I was at that job for like 2 years, and I learned everything that I needed to know, and I'm really good at what I do.
well,
Well, see, look at you. So
Yeah.
you're still in that world.
Yeah. hmm
But did you feel
Wow.
lost though the first like 3 or 4 weeks? You're like, what am I doing?
Yes,
I'm in
I
over
was
my
like, they're
head.
going to find out, and they're going to fire me.
Oh my God, hilarious. Chastity.
I think it's good to hire people that don't really know it. Then you can train them the way you
Mold
want them.
them the
mold
way
them.
that you
Right,
need
but the
them to
difference is,
perform.
Eric, you are under the impression they do have
Know
experience
something.
and they know what they're doing, and you're just going to now mold them to your
But it also
way of
depends
working.
on what the field is. If it's like neurosurgeon, I don't want you experimenting until you get there.
Isn't that a Geico commercial where the guy goes, it's okay. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
it's kind of okay. I'm the new neurosurgeon. It's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, my record, it's okay. You're like, no, you don't want
I
the
don't know if
okay
it was
record.
Geico was one of those commercials.
One
like
of those commercials is really funny.
Rocket Homes or something.
Rocket Mortgage. Well, Chastity, thank you for listen, by the way, you said that you started in Atlanta, so what brought you to Houston? How long have you been to Houston? In Houston.
Oh, I'm born and raised here. I'm a cougar. So then
go,
yeah.
Well, what college did you go to?
Nice.
Hey.
That's Eric's
Yes.
80s joke of the
Come
day,
on.
I know.
Chastity. You're the winner
He's
of that.
a hater. He's a hater. But yeah, I was there, and then I was like, I got to come back home. I love Houston. So
Well, that's
Glad to
great.
have
We
you
love
back.
you too. Thank you, Chastity, for calling the show again, girl. Have a great
Go
day.
Cougs.
Take
Okay.
care, honey. Bye.
They won.
That's funny.
They won last night, big time.
If you, I don't think
14
you're
in the
keeping
country.
track because I'm not
It's
keeping
huge.
track.
They're 14.
That's awesome.
It's huge.
Go Cougs! Okay, if you're just tuning in, we're doing fake it till you make it. What are you faking and you've made it? Or you just started out like you are doing a job, you have no
And
idea
then
what
the
you're
next
doing.
time we'll do fake it and flopped.
Yeah, you
it's
faked
like,
it and that
I was a
flopped.
complete failure at this.
They caught me.
All right, let's see. How about this? Joanna. Is it Joanna or Joanna? You know, Anna's and Anna's.
You
Okay,
watch too
let's
much
switch.
Disney.
It's a computer button.
You got a computer there.
I know, but
got
yesterday,
your mouse.
listen, it wasn't doing it yesterday, though. It was not showing me the
Worked
the
for
options.
Kevin's.
It did, but only half for me.
I think Eric's saying it's
Joanna,
like
Joanna, hello.
user error.
It's an operator error. Good morning. So fake it till you make it.
morning.
Tell us what you are doing or what you have done.
Okay, well, I'm not in this role anymore. Now I'm self-employed, but I made it into a VP HR role at a bank. And how I faked it. Now, when I got into that role, it was much more than I expected. But thankfully, I was only in it long enough because they laid me off because they had a shortage. Not shortage, sorry. When COVID hit.
COVID hit, yes.
So basically, I was in a role. I started a position when I was in college, started at the bottom level as a child care worker. We were a corporate child care center. I went into this recruiting role, but I was only in that role for about a year. So when I applied for the bank, I just kind of fabricated how long I was in the recruiting role to even get the position at the bank. But I'm a quick learner, so I learned that role pretty well and then got a VP role promotion within less than a year. But when I got in that role, it was really challenging, and I didn't know how I was going to make it, but for this reason, that COVID hit, so they laid me off.
So you lied basically to get into this position. Can you tell
And then
me
you became really good at it.
what exactly does a bank HR person do? Like, I mean, just what are some of the
Well-
Is
duties?
all HR the same? It's just
No,
a different
that's what I want to
place?
know.
No.
Like, I mean, what do you do?
No, they're all different. So I was in a recruiting role. So I had to recruit for, in this VP role, like for basically VP executives of banks, of, high-level positions. And you had to talk to these people a certain way. And I hadn't been in the role long enough to really, know all the right words and lingo.
So when
and
you
that
say
was-
recruit,
that was
where do you find these people? Like, I mean, are you combing?
Indeed.com.
you have to go
Yeah.
LinkedIn. Yeah. LinkedIn would be more of these professional roles for
Okay.
this.
Look at you.
And then networking. Yeah.
Didn't know what you were doing. Then became really good at it until COVID hit. Man.
For you.
All right. Well,
Hey, you got
thanks
something
for
on your
sharing
resume.
your story. See, fake it till you make it.
You have
That's
a
what
job
this is
now,
all
right?
about.
Yeah.
You got a job?
Are you working
Thanks.
now? Joanna, did you get another job now?
I am. Now I'm a realtor now, so I do my own thing.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're your own boss.
Congratulations. Thank you for sharing your story. You have a great day. Thank you for
Thank you,
listening.
too.
Take care. We got to go to Nancy next, guys, because Nancy, talk about faking it till you make it. Oh, man. How would you like to be on the receiving end of Nancy's phone calls, knowing what she's going to tell us? Hi, Nancy. Good morning.
No, I'm scared.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey, Nancy. So what do you do?
Well, I'm not doing it anymore. This was like over 10 years ago. I used to work at a call center for a really huge tech support company. Tech support. And I had no idea what I was talking about.
Oh, but
most
So
of the
you
time.
are helping people that are probably having problems with technology, but you don't know how to fix anything.
Confirming my
That
theory.
was dial-up time, by the way.
Oh,
Back when
man.
it was dial-up, and the brand was a little butterfly flapping.
So there's
Little butterfly.
So-
Which one was that? I don't remember that brand.
which one was that?
MSN.
MSN.
Oh, yeah. Wait a minute.
So you
yeah.
worked at the call center for people that couldn't figure out their computers, and you had no idea how to fix them either?
What did you do? Did you just make
I
stuff
had
up?
no
Or
idea.
did you
Tell
put
them to
a
restart.
postcard
It
to
works
tell
every
them?
time. Just tell them to restart.
Yeah, what was your go-to, Nancy? What was your go-to thing to tell people to do?
Reboot.
Reboot.
No, that's
Exactly.
right.
There wasn't even like a postcard or something? Like they gave you like little cards, like generic little
you
one-liners?
You have a system where you follow a decision tree, and then you have your greeting, and you ask them what the problem is with diagnose. So you're basically just clicking the screen and following what your decision tree is telling you to tell the customer. And then we usually just escalate it to real technicians.
Then you throw it to someone else.
See, you're lucky back
makes
then
sense.
technology's not where it is today. Nowadays, if you call tech support, you give them remote access to your computer and they have to fix it on their end. You would have been screwed.
Exactly.
Mumbles, jump on the
so
mic
it's
real quick.
clear.
What did you, because I had problems with my Mac one time. And what did you say? Make sure you save everything, Eric, because what they're going to say. What do they always say?
Oh, to wipe it clean and start over.
Yes.
Every time you go
Everything
in,
on the
That's
cloud.
the go-to?
The
Yeah.
Apple Store.
The next
I do not
step
enjoy
was
going
to,
there.
was to do it in the clean the Internet Explorer, the cookies, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep, so that's what I
Mumbles
did,
is,
and
like, so
I was
angry.
honest. I was actually not even hired for the technical support position. I was hired for a team leader position. So I was really faking it.
Oh,
guys.
Nancy.
And see, I've
can't with
had
this.
people like you on the phone where they clearly didn't know what the hell they were doing. I'm like, just give me your manager, please. You got to go to a supervisor. Supervisor, please.
Mumbles, tell us more about the Apple Store. I'd like to hear more from Mumbles.
Why this hatred of the Apple Store?
And he's been there many times with his shirt off. Remember all the Apple iPhones we never go?
Yeah, they know him.
Not as a client that day.
Nope.
No.
This
As
is
a
just my
client.
experience, but they don't know what they were talking about.
Oh, really?
The associates.
He was
that you
right though,
wait
because I
forever
didn't
for.
believe you.
Geniuses.
I didn't believe you. I was like, whatever. Then I went in there and they wiped my computer.
Oh, it's so
like,
frustrating.
So that's like the go-to, Mumbles, what you're saying. They'll wipe it to say, well, I got to wipe it,
Yeah.
instead of trying to really figure it out to fix it.
yeah, they did that with mine too.
I
My
roll.
laptop.
So what should you do? Who can actually help you without wiping it?
Usually these like small stores, like the We Fix It stores. Usually they can.
Oh, you break, I fix.
Oh,
yeah,
I
stuff
saw
like
one.
That.
You've had better luck there with.
They'll actually try to fix it and not just say you have to buy a new one.
Okay, because I saw a store. There's one on Jones Road. It's called Just Mac, and it's funny because I discovered it by
You
accident.
thought it was mac and cheese, didn't you?
I did. My daughter's
Oh
like,
my gosh.
she's like, oh, there's a, I'd love some mac and cheese. I'm like, oh, there's a new mac and cheese store. I go up there, I'm like, this isn't mac and cheese. This is Macintosh computers.
Mac computers.
But yeah, those little mom and pop stores. I mean, they really, that's their bread and butter.
Okay,
So they're
listen,
going to do a good job.
There was a story, I think, on Tuesday about all these old Mac products that are going for crazy money online.
Yeah, it's like save
the
your
original
old-
stuff.
Your iPhones.
Yeah,
and
the
your
original iPhones and iPods. The only problem with that story was the original iPhone in the packaging. Who the hell didn't use it?
Unless you stole one, like off the
You know
back
what
of
I
a
mean?
truck,
If you said- that's going for like 24 grand or something. But I have an old iPad that when we first had to go home to broadcast for COVID, this little old iPad, I was so attached to. I think I told you guys about it. I had won it at a silent auction with my dad. And it was the last thing I went to with my dad before my dad passed away.
So you're going to keep that.
So I really wanted this iPad to just live forever. And and something was glitching. So we were talking to Mumbles and I said, I guess I take it to the Apple store. He goes, no. We're going to wipe it. Well, I went to the Apple store anyway, just to double check. And they said, yeah, this thing is pretty much garbage now. So I don't know. I mean, it's not
Buy a
really
new
doing
one.
anything. I never
Yeah, they wanna
threw it
sell.
away. I still have
course.
it. Is there anyone who can breathe some life into that iPad, that first iPad mini?
But just save those and they'll be worth something maybe in 50 years.
Make
But
sure
does
you
it turn
back up
on?
everything on the cloud. You guys, I mean, during the pandemic when my
That
computer
costs.
crashed.
Yeah.
That
You-
costs
you
money.
got to-
Well, guess what I lost? I lost 20 years of information. I lost recordings of my father, photos, priceless things that I can never get back.
believe you didn't
and
have
it's
the cloud,
gone
man.
forever. I'd forgotten to do a backup recently.
the backup.
So I
Auto
lost
backup?
it.
That's
Not
what
all of them do.
You
And you
get-
have to have it
No.
set up.
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
that's unfortunate.
No.
Well, thanks for sharing your stories on Fake It Till You Make It. Give us more on the listener line if you couldn't get through or you're just tuning in and you missed your chance to call. 713-278-VENT. That's 8368 on your phone.
And also, if you fake it and they found out.
Fake it and flopped.
Yeah, so if you faked
They're
it and
like-
they caught you, I'd love to hear those stories on the listener line.
Busted.
What? You weren't a doctor in Des Moines, Iowa. You're just the guy that would mop the floors at
My
night.
husband's left eye won't open anymore.
Get the hell out of this OR.